Good evening. Can you hear? Anybody hear me? Evening, Long Hill. Can you hear me okay? Mic coming through clear enough? Great stuff. Glad you can make it along. Oh, here we go. Doosan joining the server too. Hope you're doing well, Long. Yeah, glad you can hear me clearly, because I usually always end up with microphone problems. Evening, Tom. Thanks for dropping by. So, plan tonight is to... We've had a slight change since the last live stream on the Oaks. With a new save from the update of the map and whatnot. So instead of one big farm, I've opened it up and anybody can join. There's lots of farms and things. So we've also removed Maze Plus. So it's just base game. And so the plan tonight is just to get some grass in so I can feed my cows, and then still planning to do beef on this farm, try out the butchery mod that I have. I haven't had a hard weekend. I had a hard week at work, but not a hard weekend long. Yeah. Thankfully not back to Tuesday, so can have a nice relaxing live stream tonight. The wife's taking the new puppy through the house, so a little bit of peace and quiet. So we have on the server, obviously I'm in the Big M at the minute, cutting the grass. We have Farmer Chris, who was going to get the rake. We have Shaw. And Scottish. And Doosan's joined. And there's a few slots available if anybody else wants to drop in. Yeah, there should be a link in the chat somewhere to Discord. So feel free if you want to drop in to give us a hand. There's 10 slots in total available on the server at the minute. So the last live stream seemed to go down quite well, so I thought we would try again. I did intend to do one last weekend, but had some major internet issues. So we're just trying to tidy up the mess. We did start this on course plate, just to try and give us a bit of a head start, and it made a bit of a mess, so I'll just get this tidied up. Yeah, I really need to get second screen. At the minute I use iPad for YouTube chat, play on the TV. Another big lag spike. I had a bit of lag on the server today, it's crashed a couple of times, so hopefully it will behave for this live stream. As I said, anybody that wants to join the server is free to do so. There you can have their own farm, join and help out farms. As I said, I have this farm in the bottom right hand corner that's set up as a beef farm. There's plenty of equipment and machinery there. This one's set up with basically everything we need. If you wish to have your own farm or join a farm to help out wherever, there's no problem at all. You have myself when I'm available, you have Farmer Chris, Shaw and Scottish are all admins on the multiplayer, so they can sort out permissions and things for you when they're about. Just drop one of us a message in Discord. We shall get rid of that. That's annoying me. Yeah, I was looking today about upgrading my GPU. I'll be doing it at some point this year. The 2060 at the minute, but we'll look into a bit more detail what I'm going to do later on in the year. I think everybody's just waiting for me to get enough of this done to keep ahead of the rake. So I hope everybody else that's there watching has had a good weekend. And if you're dropping in for the first time, please don't hesitate to give a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I better not go into the list of what I want long. That could become rather expensive. I'm missing far too many bits here. Too busy trying to concentrate on chat. So we have Scottish on the harvester. Deason and Shaw in the 2 fence and the Richard Weston SF18 silage trailers. Do I want to ask who you support, Tom? Might not be a good thing in chat. Results were fine for me for the weekend. Yeah, it always has to come down to what you can afford. If it wasn't, I wouldn't need to work. I'd have a much bigger PC. Lots more time to play Farming Simulator. And get that bit of mist that's annoying me too much. They having an issue. I should just really use GPS and then I wouldn't miss bits. Go. Makes things a lot easier. I could swath with this, but Chris does like driving the rake in a 724. You can take in slightly wider than what this can. Yeah, no. I didn't actually see what the results were today. Both results for me were yesterday. I think they're maybe just waiting for the rake to get far enough in front. This has got to be one of the first times I've really used the Big M. In 22. I usually stick with either the butterfly mowers or on the smaller mats, the 4D Cavernland tarp. Yeah, it's always handy if you can get stuff that'll last you for a good couple of years long. I've had this one for a couple of years now, so sort of thinking about upgrade by the end of the year. But yeah, I still have to say, enjoying this map. I've also been playing on when I can, and I've had time. I haven't had much time this week with work, but been playing on the Tom Pemberton's map, Balham Road, that dropped last week. So if you're big into your dairy and beef cattle, that's the one to go for. The definitely dairy, and if you can, if you have a butchery mod for the beef cattle like I have here from the Dragon's Den pack, it gives you a bit more money from the beef cattle. So this is the first real time I've tried it, so hopefully instead of just milk we shall try and do some beef. We can sell chickens, pigs and sheep as well, so it won't just be beef burgers. I've seen that there's been a couple more American maps come out this week, which is not normally up my street, so I haven't had a look at them. But I know December Farms is going to try and do a live stream on the new Upper Mississippi, I think it's called. So that would be definitely worth a watch. He did a live stream yesterday on the oaks here. He did a first look when it first came out, and he did a harvest and baling stream yesterday. We're making our way through this field, but it is the smaller of the four that we have to do. We'll keep one for hay, and the other three will go into the silage pits. So Chris has lost his connection. Thankfully my connection seems to be a bit better than it has been. It was the same the last live stream, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before it was due to go live. The server said no. And it took me about half an hour to get sorted. At least this time it only took me about 5 minutes. Chris joining back now. But yeah, the fields really are deceptively big on this. You don't really realise how big they are until you go into them. I know Scottish and Doosan were doing a tatty harvest there earlier on this afternoon before I jumped on. I do have a sugar beet harvest to do in one of the fields. I can't remember which one it is. We do have a sugar beet harvester in the shed. I haven't gone for a big modded one that's got like a 20-metre header. I still think it's the 4.5 or 5 metre header that's on it. It's still a mod, but slightly bigger than the base game. Hey DF, thanks for joining in. I was just saying about your live stream last night on this and how you're planning to do one on the new Upper Mississippi map that's dropped out. So I'm looking forward to that one. I don't normally do much on American maps, but from what I've seen, looks good. The last one I had a proper play on was Middleburg. I think I remember watching Farm Sim guy on his old Iron series. A bit stuck down the corner. I think the next field I'll do on the swath just to get ahead a bit. So eventually the plan with this server is once the Bally Springs update comes out, I'm possibly planning to put it back on to this server. It was on it before. To put it back on to replace the Oaks. Depending on how active the server is. We've had a couple of new people join today. We had this weekend. Like I said, we have 10 slots in total at the minute, but if it does become more active, more guys want to join, it's easy enough to up the slot count if we need to. So, and for those not on Discord, I got a new Labrador puppy yesterday, so that's why the live stream that was going to be yesterday didn't happen yesterday. It's happening today, as it took up a bit of my time yesterday, as you can imagine. The wife has it through the house at the minute, so it's nice and quiet. I just have the 14-year-old old boy lying KO'd, sleeping in front of the fire. And if you hear any coughing or snorting, it's just old age, and not from me yet. So they seem to be working away not too bad. I suppose I really should lift the moors when I'm going over the rows, but oh, it's farming simulator, not real life. Yeah, she's a lovely wee pup long. They settled in really well. The wife's pup that she got last year, this Aria, the Springer she got, she's nose is a little bit out of joint with another pup being here, but yeah, they'll get used to each other over the next few days. But notice she's settled in really well. She slept pretty much last night from about 11:30, 11:45 right through to just around about 5 o'clock. I think she started this morning, so that's not too bad when it comes to a puppy. I'm not sure who's all. Scottish is still in the class harvester, the 990, and you've Shaw in the 942, which I think is the Black Beauty, and Dewson's in my 1050. So we shall set this to swath mode this time. Widespread and swath drop in, that's what we want. Oh, this field's a good bit bigger. So we've just finished 57, so 58 is huge, and then we did 56 and 54 is also grass. I'll probably do 56 as hay. 59 sugar beet, so that's going to be a big harvest, so we'll definitely be looking for some drivers that day. And we've just got 60 to do again, which is wheat, and some canola in 55. But yeah, to make the server better, like I said, we removed Maze Plus, took out precision farming, and removed the pumps and hoses, so it's pretty much open for anybody to play. There's no DLCs on it at all. I do have another server on the Tom Pembertons, and it is a closed server that there will be invite only for the most active players on this server to play along with myself, Shaw, Chris and Scottish. I know there is a Fent harvester, but I'm not sure what model number it is. You got the Fent Katana 650. That's the base game. There may be something on Mod Hub, and for the other harvesters it's just the Fent Ideal, but I have no doubt there'll be something on Mod Hub or one of the other third-party mod sites, King Mods, etc. No, I'm not sure then long. Need to have a look on Mod Hub. It'd been nice to have gone with the Fent on this, but I was trying to stick with Fent and class machinery. I do have a class tractor on the feed wagon in the yard, and a class telehandler and wheel loader, etc. Yeah, the Ideal seems to do Fent and Massey Ferguson. At the minute we have I think I have 2 of the Case axle flow harvesters for doing the wheat cereal crops with a 45-foot draper header. Get somebody to come and take over this in a bit, and I think I might go and do some carting. Just so you're not all watching me drive around in a circle cutting grass for the next however long we go for it. In these nice small fields on the oaks. I have to say, for Farm Sim Brisco's first attempt at a map, absolutely fantastic. Very quick in fixing problems and updates. When is it show? I mean, within a week we're on version 5 already. Oh, it's somebody in the ditch. Who's that? Because that's on camera. Oh, that's Shaw. Typical, typical, typical. Yep. He didn't just be nosy, I think. Yeah, he's gonna jump in and take over. Perfect cheer shot. Although Doosan does have my tractor. Yeah, that's right. December, it's AGCO that owns them all. Just badge them differently. Charge more money for a different badge. But not local to me, it's class and John Deere forage harvesters is what we generally see up here. And then as for tractors, you have massive selection from Fendt, New Holland, Massey Ferguson, Claas, Landini. There's dealers of it all. I'm not actually sure which bunker they were putting this in, because there is 4 of them. I did say it didn't really matter which one they put it in, so... I'm sure we're going to have enough grass to fill most of them. There we go. Quite a bit in there already. That'll be the roof. They're nice sheds by Lancey Boy, but yeah, the trailer's maybe a bit big on the when you're over at the side. Yeah, it's only a little scratch in the paint, it'll be fine. Well, we're getting there though. I'm not sure what next that is. Long Hill. Yeah. Can't say that's one I've heard of. Don't think. Yeah, I think Shaw might be there for a while cutting that field. Yeah, I'll have a look after the stream along and see. Yeah. Farm sim physics. Lots of grass through the walls of the silage pits. Doesn't matter whether it's base game or modded ones. I could have always pinched Scottish 1050, he's left it parked there in the corner. I'll just let them know there's more silage additive. Yeah, there's more silage additive in the landy when it's needed. Quite handy with the vehicle inspector mod. And it blocks up the chat a bit, but I can see that he's got 41% silage additive, so he's still got plenty left. I can see Doosan's doing 63k. Very handy mod. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of grass. Yeah. The BGA will be doing its nutting shortly. I'll check the bunker when I get there, but it'll be quite a bit, I think. I mean, it's what, 36,000 litres per trailer load. The vehicle inspector, I think it is, if I remember correctly, December. So if you have it on course play, it obviously just comes up AI worker, whichever it is, and then obviously when you play multiplayer, it tells you who's in what they're doing. It's handy for auto drive. If I was to go and set off the low loader to go up to the shop, it would also tell me how long it roughly says it's going to take. I'll go and show you just now. How much grass have we got in here? Yeah, it'll be about 540,000 by the time this trailer's empty. So yeah, we're going to have a couple of million by the time we're finished. Yeah, if I jump to this, I can send this not drive because I've got a seeder and roller to take back from the shop anyway. So if I do auto drive, so yeah, we've upgraded to auto drive guys, auto drive network. It will send him to the collection point, and if I jump out, it should come up there somewhere. Maybe not, because there's so many other vehicles on the go. But yeah, no, it's a very handy mod, especially for multiplayer, and especially if you use course play a lot, because you can see without having to go and look at the map or jump in the tractor if it's stuck or stopped on a fence or a tree or something. You can see that it's doing no kilometers an hour, or it needs topped up with additive or whatever. Yeah, with the amount of grass here, I'm glad I didn't bale it, because I think the lag would have been ridiculous. I'd baled one field I harvested, and I think there's about 800 odd thousand litres of straw. In the bale shed. So and that was just out of one field, so I'd hate to think how many bales we would have out of the rest of this. Hopefully Chris jumps in that other tractor and trailer, and maybe jump on the buck rake and sort out some of the mess at the pit. Evening, Farmer R, glad you can make it. Been a while since I've had a chat with you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the missus as well. Oh, there we go, Chris gonna jump on the buck rake, that's fine. hopefully he'll get the overspill from the side. You kind of really probably should try and stay away from the walls a bit, and might stop it from spilling out. Just FS22 physics, not a lot you can do about it. Bit like that. Hitting the roof. And stuff, glad to hear, Farmer Art. No, don't aim at me, aim at Doosan, he's closer. Okay, aim at me then. And hopefully, there we go, reset. If I get close enough, I should have fill level on. So yeah, there we go, he's 90 odd percent. 96% if I look at vehicle inspector. I'll swap over and I'll jump into the forager. Cheers, Scottish. I'm all good, Farmer R, thanks for asking. Been busy at work and whatnot, but trying to make time for some Farm Sim. A little bit of a lag spike there, nothing too serious. Yeah, if you can hear my shot, we'll just do this field, we'll not bother cutting any of the other two. We'll just keep this two for the stream, I'll get the other two done at a later date. Because this one's going to take a while. So hopefully at some point we shall also go to a couple of other farms so we can see some more of the map rather than just this one corner on every live stream that I have down here. You know, Scottish is just up above me. And does a bit of forestry and whatnot. He's also been posting some bits and pieces on TikTok of when we've been on, and when he's been on doing some forestry, especially on Balham Road. So if you're on TikTok, you can always feel free to drop by there. There'll be a link in one of the channels on my Discord. Thanks, DF. So I'm still using my front weight that I got from Mark Thor. I've got that on the front of all the machines. It's a nice personalised touch, other than just a number plate. I know he's done a lot of work for Scroft, especially for his Farmhand series and the Scroftopia custom farm. I keep finding George in disguise, dressed up as somebody called Jean, a Frenchman, every time I go into contracts. For those who watch the Farmhand will know who George is. I've also seen Keith a few times too. Not that I understand a word that man says. In fact, I could probably go in and look at the contracts and one of them will be there in disguise. Yeah, Mark's definitely helped everyone. He never says no. I don't think that man ever sleeps. Yeah, no, I think the Farmhand series has to be up there. Top of everything when it comes to YouTube content. And the first YouTube content creators I started following were Dagwin, Chainsaw, and then I found Scroft when I went to, I think it was his Sandy Base series, and then eventually Chellington. On FS19, and basically stuck around ever since, and I can't say I've ever seen him make a bad video yet. And he helped me a lot when I first started. He's been very supportive of my channel, and I know he's been very supportive of December as well. And I think everyone playing at the minute on the server here have all come from Scroft server. Where myself, Dusan and December are moderators on his Discord, and I've played multiplayer with Shaw for a very long time on Scroft server, and Chris came through there as well. and Scottish was FS22 multiplayer on there. I think Maypole was when I first started playing with him, just when it dropped. So yeah, most of the... I've been playing a long time with most of these guys. It's always nice to have some new guys join if any of you want to. That'll be a nice screenshot, I think. I could have had the HUD off, might have made it a bit better, but I'll just crop that out later on. Yeah, when it comes to any questions for YouTube stuff and that I've had when I was making videos and things, I mean, he's always been there, helpful. I just wish I could edit anywhere near as good as he could. I really need to do more practice with Adobe now that I've changed to it. But at the minute, the time I have with work at the minute, live streams is definitely the way I'll be going for a while. Like I said, Scottish is doing some little TikTok shorts on the server. Yeah, definitely, Tom. Absolutely cracking server. So friendly, everybody's helpful, everybody's inclusive. I think the big word is, there's no drama. Yeah, it all gets there. Just takes time. I'm in no hurry. If I was doing it to make money, I'd be pulling my hair out by now. Don't get me wrong, I would love to make a little bit of extra money from YouTube content, but I enjoy playing multiplayer, and with the Discord community between my own and Scruff's, the two I'm mainly active in, the same with yourselves and Disturbed and Cartex that I'm reasonably active in. Get a chance to play with everybody. There's the man himself, Mark Thor. Welcome along. We were just speaking about you. None of it was good, honestly. Yeah, but as I was saying, Tom, the community in Scruff's Discord is completely different to any other Discord. I need a bigger forage. I need more forage harvesters now. Yeah, as you can see, Mark, every single one of my fence has your sumo weight on the front. There's 3 of them. And then I think the class also has one. Yeah, I think his ears are always burning. Somebody always wanting something, isn't there, Mark? I'm sure I would get fed up with everybody going, do you know that mod? Could you change this? Could you change that? It's all good. That's what we were saying about how helpful you never say no to anybody, or very rarely. I'm sure you probably do, but if you can help, you always do. I was just wondering what Scottish was doing there coming with the Land Rover, but well, why is that not working? Refill R, isn't it? I have changed my controller, so I don't know whether... There we go, it just wasn't close enough. I changed my PlayStation controller because the other one was starting to play up, and I had to go in and fix keybinds again, so... Cheers, Scottish. Don't scratch my landy. Oh, you're getting there though, Shaw, nice and slowly. It's not quite as bad as Field 60 was, even with 2 class harvesters. It took us over an hour to do the headlands. Yeah, I bet. Fire on the worker if you want, and jump on a trailer or on the buck rake or something if you fancy it, if you want to change it. We'll come back on the moor in a minute or two. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of grass. Before we started this field, there was 600,000 litres in the one pit. The BGA will be busy, and my beef cattle will be very fat. Another lag spike. Yeah, we'll do so. Cheers. I'm going to do this, finish this next headland, and I'll jump back on the moor for a bit. You can jump on the harvester if you want. They all want to scratch my new tractors. Oh, we're getting there. Maybe stop missing bits. Yeah, there's still quite a bit to do actually. I'd have left Chris on the rake, but we're just needing to get ahead a bit. I did actually make a start on cutting it before we went live, and then the server decided that it was going to throw a paddy. When I get up in line with you, Shaw, just we'll swap over. Well, thanks for dropping in, DF. We'll catch up with you again soon. And yeah, you're welcome anytime. I'm quite limited to when I actually manage to get on the server, but yep, we'll catch you later. Cheers, bud. I'm just going to have a look and see how much we've got. Yeah, I'll definitely add oil. That's why everything creaks and groans. If I could move as well as my guy does on this, I'd be very happy. I had to run across the yard on Friday to get some bubble wrap to wrap up a hearth. The folk that came in the car, so the pallet didn't fit in the back, and yeah, I didn't have to run that far. It was quite heavy breathing by the time I got back, let's put it that way. Shaw's nice straight lines are putting me to shame. Yeah, we don't do cats here. Well, technically I do, I've got 2 cats, but my dogs don't like them. And they don't like my dogs. We'll quickly run over, and once I get out the way so they can get past, I'll run over and see how much grass we've got in the bunker. Where are you stuck there? Where are you stuck on? Not sure. I'll worry about that another day. What have we got? $943,000 litres. Yeah, that'll keep us going for a while. As I said, we still have 54 and 56 as grass as well to do, although a good bit of that will be hay, and that's just first cut, or well, technically it'll be second cut in September. Do you like the turning circle in the big M? You don't miss as many bits, other than my driving, as you do with the butterfly mower. If we get this finished, I'll lease another forage harvester, and so I get this finished cut. Do the magic Spock teleport from the shop, just to get going a bit quicker. Yeah, initially when we had maize plus in this, we was going to have maize silage and grass silage in those bunkers. With maize plus and the food add-on, we'd have certainly got through it quite quickly. So we'd have definitely been needing it. But now we're back to base game. I don't think I'm going to need 1,000,000 litres to feed a few beef cattle. For now anyway. You can go on a worker. We shall go in here and we shall lease another one of those. Should have put the silage out of tank in, but well, I don't think we're going to have any shortage of grass. And let's do our Mr. Spock. Right, this might hurt your eyes for a second. Okay, lights go away. There we go. Could do another cart driver, couldn't we? Probably should have put the longer spout on too, but we're managing. Yeah, could have done with a bigger trailer. But I do like those Richard Westons, so I think for most of the maps I play on, the Richard West is probably a bit as big as I would normally go, but yeah, this map is everything is so deceiving on it. I know it's deceiving and I know the field's big, and it's still bigger than I think. But we're getting there. see how we're getting on in here now. Yeah, over 1 million litres now, so. How do you know that's what she said? I don't even know that's what she said. She'll figure out why this guy didn't want to go past Scottish's yard for some reason. There we go, you're going now. Must be a break in the auto driver out there or something. Not sure where the other forage harvesters were showing Chris on. You know, the far side. Never looking. We shall take a quick look over to where the butcher's is. Where are we? There we go. So yeah, this is the butchery mod. I think I did show it the last day. So, as I said, I haven't got anything in it at the minute. The storage is empty, but you have chicken processing for all your bits and pieces, and you have ground beef. You get all those extra ground beef, steak, leather, and you get bacon and sausages and ham, and you get mutton from the sheep. Sure who we're missing now. Scottish, is it? leave the forage harvester there. I'll jump in. Why is that there again? Oh, I don't know. There's something wrong with that auto drive route, that's for sure. Scottish must have had to nip off for a second. Evening, Jacob. Glad you can make it. Scottish likes his own tractor, his own fancy, nice green, silver wheels. I said Deucin pinched my 1050 before I even started. Hope you're doing well, Jacob. There you go, Scottish, take that. 2 at a time. Just waiting for the Mark Thor comment now. We'll go left, Shaw, and get that 2 strips over there where Scottish had just gone past. Or go right and we'll get those 2. Yeah, definitely. Did you forget to switch it on, Shaw? Yeah, that moor's still going. I don't think I'll be finishing this field in the stream. Probably because you missed half the swath to begin with, that's probably how I guessed. I'm not going to say anything because I'll probably do it myself. Bumpy there in the field. Yeah, that's going to be a mammoth sugar beet harvest. We'll definitely be having more than one harvester. I'm thinking about 10. And you could always do it with a 2.5 metre toe behind. What do you think, Shaw? You up for that? Well guys, I think I will call the stream a night there. I think you've seen us collecting up as much grass as I'm going to collect up at the minute. I'm going to jump over and have a look and see what we have here. Other than a bit of a mess hanging outside. 1.3 million in there, and they've started tipping in here, so we're certainly going to have a lot of silage. No, I'm not drunk, Shaw. Might be having a beer in a minute though. I think I do still have some Moretti through the house. So on that note, thank you very much guys for joining in on the live stream again. Been great chatting to you all, and I'll speak to you all again soon. I'll probably see most of you in Discord in the next 5-10 minutes. But I shall see you in the next live stream, whether it be here or on another map. And don't forget, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do. Always helps. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.